on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Double MV with your boy Motoman, and in today's episode I'm riding something different, and that thing is called a Honda CB150R. Emphasis on the R. And look at who we have behind me. Oh, green light. Woo! That who you just saw got left behind was Old Man Triple. I'm sure you guys remember Old Man Triple. He's rented a BMW GS 310. Very interesting bike, just like this bike. So if you want to know some facts about this bike, you want to see a nice cool little day out, a couple of guys on a couple of bikes having some fun, make sure you stay tuned in this video. Ooh, there he is, in the flesh. I'm just introducing you there with a little drag race. Yeah. How does that feel? Yeah? Does it feel big? Does it feel big?
It feels like a bigger bike, yeah.
Because it looks big. Yeah. But I know it's like... Yeah. It looks nice. Alright guys, let's stay tuned for today's episode. Ready, cab? มีไปกับขี่ครับของไทยเหรอครับใช่ครับไทยป๋อเลยเนาะครับอยู่ไทยนานหรือยังนานนะ9 ปีครับ9 ปีแล้วใช่ครับ Hopefully OMT is okay. Oh. Do you have a photo of it? I do. I don't have it on me. Shit. มีไม่ใช่ใบขับขี่สากลนะเพื่อนมีลืมอยู่ในห้องเดี๋ยวออกไปสั่งให้นะครับ You said you're gonna write something out, so I don't know if maybe you'll get a fine or yeah. I forgot to put it back in my bag after some time. Took it out, so. Yeah. So in this episode, not only will we be talking about the 2018 CBR, or CB150R I should say, we will also be taking a trip to the mountains to a waterfall that you can walk up. That's right, a walkable waterfall. Doing a nice little mountain loop, and of course we've started in town, so I'm gonna give a full all-round review of this bike. I'll also be giving the BMW GS 310 a little go, so I'll be able to give you guys a little comparison between the two, as different as they are. And the shifter light is telling me to shift at 95 kilometers an hour in 6th gear, so I'm going to be fighting with that shift light. Can I get in there, mate? Thank you very much. Alright. If you're thinking this looks a bit different, quick little swap to the BMW GS 310. I hope I said that right. These handlebars feel like they're like far back. The most comfortable seat I've ever sat in. This thing is brand new, boy. So a few thoughts on the GS 310 as I've hit a bit of the highway coming up here. And first off, I'm going to talk about the looks. I think it looks very nice, man. They've done a nice finish to it. Now, I'm not 100% sure where they manufacture this bike, but I think it's got a little bit of a non-German aspect to its manufacturing, I think. it looks like it's got a very nice finish to it. So I'm in 6th gear, I'm cruising down the highway going, I mean I was going about 100 a second ago before the traffic, and it was less than halfway. It was about 5,000, maybe about 6,000 revs. It was chilled out, very cool. You could definitely rack up miles on this bike without too much difficulty. Right, stop. Wait, my bad. That was a bit of a last minute braking going down. Alright, so without any crashes going on, let's talk about the design. I think the GS, I think it looks the part, man. It looks nice. We got some kind of Metzeler double kind of off-road, on-road tires. You could say it looks a bit plasticky, but I actually think they've done a nice job of it. Like all of this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. It all looks good, man. It's a nice looking bike, and I think it looks a level above the 300cc bracket, actually, to be honest. It does have a nice quality finish and look to it. Woo! This bike is hard, isn't it?
You maxed out then?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit left.
This wasn't going any more than 120.
Yeah, I thought I'd give you that one again because the road will widen up a little bit here. It's straight for a little bit. So there's probably like 30, 40 Ks, something like that. Yeah? Alright. What do you reckon? Yeah? I swear that when they become a 150 and not like a 125, yeah, you can notice the power, like that extra 25 cc's. It's a big difference, isn't it? Yeah. Suspension feels good too, don't you think? Like it feels, it's not too soft or anything. It's like composed. Switching back. Okay, now this thing's small. All right, back on the little CB 150R. I get money, I get money, I get. This little bike, man, is so small. I gotta say, I like it though. Alright, I got another gear, yes. Honda's kind of gone out of their way for once, and I've been quite critical of Honda in the past because I feel that Honda are a bit lazy, kind of see what other manufacturers do and then do their version of it. Granted, their version's always good, but they just don't like to innovate. Now, this is an example of the opposite. They've innovated with this bike. The kind of cafe racer, neo-retro racing type of bike, this segment in really small cc bikes, I don't know of any other bikes apart from this. I mean, you've got like a Ducati Scrambler 400 or something like that, but it's a 400. This is a 150, and you can feel when you dive straight on it, or even before you dive on it, you can see how it looks. The styling is very nice. Like, there's attention to detail like other 150s don't have. The suspension feels very composed. I'm quite surprised. It feels much stiffer than I would expect a 150cc to feel. We do have upside down forks. We've got bigger wheels. What I feel like they've done with this bike, there's a 150 rear tire. I feel like they've decided to give a lot of bigger bike features on a smaller bike. Test the top speed run, look at this. Oh, I've been flat out for like 10 minutes. 114. There's not many times you can do flat out in the corner. Oh, I've lost speed. Oh, that was somewhere in the region of 115. So where should we park? I'm looking for bike parking. I guess here will do. It's high. I know, that's what I felt when I put it down at the petrol station. It was like it was already touching. I think it's alright though. Yeah, there you can see when the suspension like gives it more ground clearance. There you go. We missed the trick. There you go. Motorbike parking is over there. In the dirt. Like a boss. Climb it while you're here. Waterfall climbing selfie. Oh, this is sketchy. You can't not climb it while you're here, man. Nice way to cool down on a hot summer day. Whoa, okay, so we just left Boatong Waterfall. It was nice, man. Just had a little walk up the waterfall. I'm sure you guys just saw that. Enjoying my neo retro day out, as you guys know. From the city to the waterfall, back on the jungle roads to the mountains. Now this is why you gotta love northern Thailand. This is why you gotta love Chiang Mai. This is why you gotta love Motoman. Now I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's something just humbling about riding a small bike fast. I mean, I know this is smaller than most small bikes at 150cc or 149cc, and that leads me to the specs. It's a 123 kilo bike with around 17 to 19 horsepower. Just, you know, Honda, they just love to hide the specs, don't they? Or at least the horsepower. But yeah, there's just something humbling about ringing out a small little bike and having a good laugh, you know, having a good laugh, just flipping, drifting and sliding and first gear wheeling, and not like I can do any of that. What's going on, bro? MT03. So you guys have seen the looks, and my personal opinion on the aesthetics of this bike is it's really nice looking. It looks like a grade above what you would expect for a 150cc. Man, it looks as nice as 300s and stuff, if you ask me. They've done a very, very almost un-Honda-like job of going out of the box and styling a very nice bike, especially when it's a cheap bike. It's got 6 gears. Now that kind of surprised me, because having previously rode a Grom, I would have thought they would have put a similar transmission like from the Grom into this kind of bike, where I believe the Grom has 4 gears. It could be 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 4. So as you can see, I'm in 6th right now, and it has a gear indicator. That's pretty epic, as well as a fuel gauge. And all around, man, I think the standout features I feel are the suspension. The engine feels ample for 150cc. I'm not sure if you could expect much more than 115 kilometers an hour top speed. I probably wouldn't. But all around, I think they've done a really nice job, man. It's a really nice bike. I think they've just added a bit of quality to the small bike market. So we are here officially at Prao, and we're gonna hit up the mountains towards Wiang Papao, taking some of this local scenery, get some more drone shots. You know how we do.
There's something about the clutch or something on this bike. Alright, through the drone from here.
You know where I'm gonna go right now? I'm gonna say my favorite feature on this bike to this point, and I've been riding bikes enough at this point now to know that this is the best feature of this bike. The best feature of this bike is the suspension, surprisingly so, because for a 150 small capacity cheap bike, you would never think that the suspension would be a strong suit, but it is. The suspension is very nice. Yeah, yeah, it's true. That does actually sound better, man. How can a 150 sound better? Yeah, the sound is definitely not this bike's strong suit. Wow, this sounds so bad. It sounds so bad. Oh my god. Alright, don't stall it in first. Okay, we've got a recurring stalling of first gear. Right, you can feel the power difference. One thing I must say I'm pretty impressed with the BMW is they have definitely made it look like a GS. Like, it doesn't look like a cheap alternative. Until you get really close, you probably wouldn't realize that it's a 310 and not a 800 or a 700 or a 1200. I mean, unless you're a real GS lover, that sounds like some kind of fruit you'd buy, or some kind of meal you'd order in a restaurant. I'll have the GS lover, please. All round a very nice sense of quality, and a very nice seat as well. Very comfortable bike, and I'm sure you could tackle some decent off-road on this. I'm sure you could do better off-road on this than you could on any of the bigger ones. So what it does best, I've got to say, has got to be its versatility, and comfort is right up there too, because the seat feels very nice. If you were going to do anything to it to make it more long distance worthy, I'd just say you need a screen. Probably that's about it. If you're in a cold country, maybe you want some handguards, I don't know. I'd say that's probably about it. I've seen it's got steel braided brake lines, which is pretty impressive. It's got ABS, which you can turn off. The dash all round is very nice looking as well. Like, I must say, overall I'm surprised by the quality of it. Not that I thought it was going to be bad, but now personally for me, I'd be very interested to see what you could do to this motorcycle to make it more off-road worthy, to make it more of an enduro adventure bike that you can really take off-road. Make it more towards a rally bike than a touring bike. I'd be interested to see what any aftermarket companies or BMW themselves could do to this, because you've got a good power plant and you've got good fundamentals to change it into a bike that could be quite capable off-road. So the adventure bike market is a market that's been around for a long time. Now, most of the bikes appeal in the 1000cc bracket, and there's not a lot that appeals to younger riders or smaller cc wanting riders. Officially warned by my really old GoPro. 9 minutes is all I have. Alright, let's do this. So it's been a fun day out on the GS 310 and the Honda CB150. Oh, we've had a great laugh, come up the mountains, enjoyed a good day out. And my overall thoughts on both bikes. Let me start with the GS. I would say this GS310 is a great versatile option for anyone out there that wants to go touring and potentially wants to hit up some fire roads, have a good laugh, not be too serious. You're not going to be breaking any records for anything, but you're getting all kinds of versatility for the money, for the affordable price that the GS310 is, my bad. And all around, yeah, there's not really much I can say bad about it. I wouldn't say it's quite my cup of tea. I prefer more of like I would prefer CRF 250L Rally. I prefer more of the off-road type stuff, but if you're an on-road guy that wants to do say 10 or 20% off-road, this bike will do you nicely. So now that I've finalized my thoughts on this, on the day's ride that I've had on this bike, let's talk about that CB 150R. I wanted to finalize this video really nicely for you, but it's pretty difficult considering we're getting completely pissed down on right now. Ah, okay. Yeehaw! Right. It's rained so heavy, man.
I'm out of nowhere, rain.
Okay, so I've got like 2 minutes left to finish this video. It's actually ridiculous now. I summarized that, now I'm summarizing this. My final thoughts on the CB 150R is I actually really like it. I like the positioning, it doesn't feel too small. I'm 190 centimeters. Yeah, that's like 6'3". Look at my knees. And like, it's really not that bad. You would have thought it'd be really bad. It feels kind of motardy and very city-like, and you're over the bars, over the front, and I really like it. I actually think it's a great little bike. It's got character. As small as it is, it's got character. The only thing it's missing is an extra 150cc. In my opinion, the only thing that's probably not very good about this bike kind of is the price. Now, in Thailand it's 100,000 baht, a little bit more if you want ABS. The reason why I say that the price is a minus in a sense is because for an extra 40 or 50,000 baht you can get the 300, and that's the only thing that's this bike needs, I feel, is more power. Now it's dependent obviously how you're going to use it. The 150 would be great for in town flying around, exactly what people do here in Thailand. It kind of depends what your application is, but for me I would take it to the mountains sometimes, so I would prefer the 300cc. Other than that, great day out with my man Old Man Triple. Got to experience mountains, bit of rain, bit of sunshine, get some Thai food, walk up a waterfall, do a loop in the mountains in northern Thailand. What else can you ask for, man? If you enjoyed this video today, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more of my content, click that little notification bell because that's important, of course, you guys know. And if you really like the channel, you can buy my t-shirts. They are available right now. Motoman t-shirts, official, right there. Go to that link in the description, purchase one now, and I'll run around naked in the street. Believe me, I won't send you photos. I'll just, you know, I'll just give you my word. When you purchase it, I'll run around naked in the streets, okay? Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Motoman out. Yeah!